Let's go to page 406 and let's do number 1. So number 1, you have, it says find the equation of the ellipse after giving the foci and the sum of the focal radii. Okay, so the 2 points are 0, 2 and 8, 2. And the sum of the focal radii, that means 2a equal to 10. So from here, you're going to get a equal to 5. So let's go and sketch these to find the equation. Okay, so go and get your axes. So 0, 2, so 0, 2. I can label everything, it helps you to visualize. And you got 8, 2. So right away, you got to figure out the center. The center is a midpoint between two, so you just average the two. So the center would be right over here. I'm going to move this out of here. So the center is going to be at 4, 2. Okay. So when you write the equation, this is the ellipse. So right away, the center is a 4, 2. So it would be x minus 4 squared plus y minus 2 squared equal to 1. So get your center, and then from there you get this. And now you have to figure out this part. Okay. Now a equal to 5, and a and the f would be in the same direction. That means a equal to 5 means you go 5 over here. So that's the v right over here. Okay, you go. So the ellipse is going to be like something like this. Okay. So this is in the x direction, so you square that, you go under the x. Right? So a squared equal to 25. Now from this picture, from this information, you can see that the c equal to 4 from here. So c equal to 4. So c equal to 4. So you use your Pythagorean theorem. So you got b squared plus c squared equal to a squared. For ellipse, a is the biggest number, so that's the hypotenuse. So from here, you also can see that it's going to be 3, 4, 5, right? So again, if you don't see that, just walk it through. Okay, so you're going to get b squared equal to 9. And so you can just put 9 under here. Okay, you don't even need to solve for b, but if you do, b equal to 3. Okay. In case if you have to graph, then b equal to 3 is go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. In case if you need the graph, then you have to figure out the b, and you can do that. Okay. But these are just extras. The key is to get this part over here. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 2. Okay, you have focus at 0, 0, and another one at 0, 6. And the focal radii is 10. So 2a equal to 10. So again, a equal to 5. So let's go and sketch all these things out. So 0, 0. And you got 0, 6. So first thing you have to do is find the center. The center is going to be the midpoint between the two, so just average. So this is going to be right over here, it's going to be 0, 3. Right? You just average, average. So from here, again, right away, your template is going to be x minus 0 squared, and you're going to get y minus 3 squared equal to 1. So get your template ready. Okay, okay, now a equal to 5. So from the center, you go up 5. Okay, so that's going to be the v, and you go down 5. That's going to be the v. Okay, so 5 squared will give you 25. Now you have to watch direction. This is up and down, right? So a is this over here. So a equal to 5. So it's y direction. So you have to put under the y. So now you have to find the b squared. Okay, so you can use your Pythagorean theorem. So from here, you can see that C equal to 3. See that here's your center, so you go 1, 2, 3. So C equal to 3. So you can see that B is going to equal to 4 because the spatial triangle 3, 4, 5. But if you don't see that, then you have to work it through. Okay, so you got B squared plus 9 equal to 25. So minus 9. So B squared equal to 16. So 16 equal under here. Okay. Now if you solve for B, if you need to graph, then you need to solve for B. So B equal to 4. So from the center, you go 4 this way, you go 4 this way. So your graph looks like this. So F is right over here, right? So graph. So there will be your ellipse. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 3. So you have F at -3, -3, and at -3, +3. And sum of the focal radii, that means 2a, is equal to 8. So right away, a equal to 4, and a squared equal to 16. Okay, okay, so number 3. Okay. If you sketch the information, it helps you to visualize and make things a lot easier to do. Okay, so you got -3, -3. And you got -3, +3. So right away, the center is going to be right over here. You can label all your points. So this is going to be at -3, comma 0. Okay. So from your center, right away, you're going to get your template. Okay. So it's going to be x minus -3, right? So from here, so it's going to be x plus 3 square. This one is going to be y minus 0, so it'll be just y and square, right? Okay, so from here, now notice this is going to be in the y direction, so the 16 will go under the y. Okay. So now you have to figure out the b. So from this picture, you can see that c equal to 3. From here, right? From here, you can see that this is c. So now you have to figure out the b, or the b squared. So use your Pythagorean theorem. So b squared plus c squared equal to a squared. So b squared plus 9 equal to 16. So minus 9 on both sides. So b squared equal to 7. So once you figure out b squared equal to 7, you just put under here, and that is your equation. Okay. Now, in case if you have to graph, okay, then you have to figure out the b. So square of 7 is about, so you use your calculator, and you can figure out what square of 7 is. Okay? So it's about 2.6. Okay, so it's about 2.6. So from the center, you go 2.6. You go 2.6, and the a is 4, so a is going to be right over here. So you have to be careful now. The graph does not go through f. Okay, so f is right over here. Sometimes you might have to erase and relabel, move things around to get a better place, so it doesn't look as confusing. Okay, let's go to number 4. Okay, number 4. Okay, your focus is at -4, 1, and the next one is 2, 1. And sum of the focal radii, that's 2a, equal to 8. So right away, a equal to 4, so a squared equal to 16. Okay, so let's go and sketch it out. Okay, so -4, 1. And you got 2, 1. So from here, I can look for the center. To find the center, you just average the two, okay? Or you can just, from here, you can look. So your center is going to be at -1, +1, okay? Okay, so now go and get your template ready. Okay, so center is -1, 1, so you're going to get x plus 1 square, and you're going to get y minus 1 square, right? So because it's x minus -1, so it becomes x plus 1. Okay, so now the a is equal to 4, so you have to go right over here, so that's the v, so go 4 this way, so that's the v. So that's the x direction, so the 16 will go under the x. So you have to look at the picture to see what direction is your major axis. Then after that, you have to figure out the b square, so you have to use Pythagorean Theorem. So from here, from the picture, okay, now to find the distance, to find the c, all you have to do is find the distance between that and divide by 2. Okay, so 2 minus -4 will give you 6, divided by 2 will give you 3. So c equal to 3, right? Because this is the whole thing, so it's equal to 6. So you can just see it from the graph. Okay, so let's go and get the b. So b squared plus c squared equal to a squared. So you can always write down all your steps. So you got b squared plus 9 is equal to 16. So minus 9, minus 9. So b squared equal to 7. Okay, so now, so this will go under here, and that is your equation. Okay. Now in case if you have to graph, then you have to figure out the b. So b equal to the square root of 7, so it's about 2.6. Okay, so when you graph over here, from the center, you go up 2.5, go down 2.5 or 2.6. Again, all is just, this just kind of approximate to get you the location of the points. Okay. So you have to pay attention to the graph. Okay, the graph goes through the v, not the f. Okay, so that's number 4. Okay, let's go to number 5. Okay, the first focus is a -2, -3. The second one is a 6, -3. And the sum of the focal radii, so 2a equal to 12. So from here, you're going to get a equal to 6. So a squared equal to 36. Okay, okay, so that's going to get the template ready. Right? So you're going to have something like this, right? Okay, so now let's go ahead and sketch that. Okay, so it's -2, -3. And then you got 6, -3. Okay, so from here, you're going to get the center right over here. You average the 2. So 6 plus -2 will give you 4, divided by 2 will give you 2. And the average of -3 and -3 is still -3. Or you can just look at your graph. Okay, so your center is going to be at 2, -3. So that means your equation is going to have x minus 2 square, right? So x minus 2. Over here is going to be y minus -3, so it becomes plus 3 square. Okay. Now the a squared is 36, okay, and a is 6. That means it's going this way. So here's going to be the v. Right, from the center, everything's all from the center. So you go 2, 4, 6. So the v is right over here. Okay, so that's going to be in the x direction. So the a square has to go under the x because this is in the x direction. So now to figure out the b or the b square, okay, from here you can see that c is equal to 4, right? Because from here to here is 8 divided by 2, right? From the f to f is 8, so half it would be 4. Okay, so now again use your Pythagorean theorem. So you got b squared plus 16 equals to 36. So you got b squared equal to 20, and so 20 go under here, and that's it. Okay. Now if you need to graph, then b will equal to square root of 20, square root of 20. So b equal to 2 square root of 5. So it's about 4.4. Okay. So about 4.5. So from here you can go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.4. Go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.4. Okay, so your graph will look like this. Now the problem does not ask you to graph, so you don't have to graph, but I'm just doing the extra just in case when you come across the problem that you have to graph. Okay. And so that's it. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 6. Okay, so the focal focus is -6, 1, and you have -2, comma 1, and sum of the focal radii is 6, so it'll be 2a equal to 6, so a equal to 3, and a squared equal to 9. Okay, so go and get your template ready. Okay, okay, so let's go and sketch these things out. Okay, so -6, 1. And then you have the -2, 1. So from here, the center is going to be right over here, and it's going to be at -4, comma 1. Okay, so again, you can just average over here. You add, you get -8, divide by 2, get -4. Okay, so as soon as you get your center, then you can go and write your equations. You're going to get x plus 4 squared, right? Then you're going to get y minus 1 squared. Okay. Next one is the a equal to 3, okay? And so the f is horizontally, it's in x direction, so a equal to 3 would be right over here. So this would be the v, and go through, so this would be the v. Okay? So the 9 will go under the x because this is in the x direction. Now to find the b, I can use your Pythagorean theorem. If you look at from the picture over here, the c is equal to 2. Okay? So you can get it from the graph, or you can get it from here. Okay? You just figure out the distance between them and divide by 2. Okay, so use your Pythagorean theorem. So b squared plus c squared equal to a squared. So b squared plus 4 equal to 9. So minus 4. You got b squared equal to 5. So 5 would go under here. Okay, and so that would be your equation. Now, in case if you have to graph, then you have to figure out the b. So b equal to square root of 5. So it's about 2.2. Okay. So from the center, you go up 2 and just a little bit. So 1, 2, just a little bit. Okay, so your graph is going to look something like this. Okay, let's go to number 7. Okay, number 7, it tells you it's hyperbola. Okay, so the four sides are 0, 1, and 6, 1. And the sum of the focal radii was 2a equal to 4. So a is equal to 2. Okay. And a squared equal to 4. Now this is a hyperbola, so get your template ready. Now hyperbola is minus, right? Okay. Now with a hyperbola, you don't know x comes first or the y, so you have to wait. In the ellipse, x squared always comes first. Okay? But this one, you don't know. Okay? It can be switched. So let's go ahead and sketch things out. So 0, 1, so 0, 1. and you got 6, 1. So the center is going to be right over here. So your center is going to be at 3, comma 1. So now we know that it's going to be in the x direction horizontally. So we know that x comes first. Right? This is x direction. So x is going to come first. So if x comes first, then y would be over here. Okay, so you have to figure out the x and the y. The next thing you do is put in the center. So it would be x minus 3 and y minus 1. Okay, the next thing you have to do is figure out your a and the b. So a is equal to 2. Okay, so a is equal to 2. So your box is going to go this way. Okay? And again, now you have to figure out the b's. Okay, so from here you're going to get c equal to 3. Okay, so for this one, the c is the biggest number. Okay, so you use your regular Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So you got 4 plus b squared equal to 9. So b squared equal to 5. Okay. Okay. So the a is in the x direction. So a squared goes under here. Right? Again, you have to look your direction. So that is your horizontal, so it's x direction. Therefore, b would be opposite directions, would be perpendicular. So 5 would go under here. Okay, so that's your equation. Now, if you have the graph, then you have to figure out the b. So b will equal to the square root of 5 is about 2.2. Okay, so your box from here you have to go up just a little bit over 2, a little bit more than 2. Okay, and then after that you go ahead and get your asymptotes. Okay, and the graph would be like this. Oh, whoa. You have to be careful. This has to go through the vertex. Okay. Okay. So here's the f is right over here, and this is the f. Okay, so it goes through the v. Okay, go through the box. Okay, let's go to number 8. Okay, the four sides are 2, 0, and then you got 8, 0. And the difference of focal radii, so 2a equal to 2, so a equal to 1, so a squared equal to 1. Okay, so that's going to sketch this. Okay, so you got 2, 0, so 2, 0. And you have 8, 0. So from here, the center is going to be at your average. So 2 plus 8 is 10, divided by 2 is 5. So it'll be 5, 0. Okay. And so this is going to be in the x direction. So right away, get your template ready. Okay, so get your template ready. So this is x direction, so x comes first. And so therefore y goes over here. And then your center is a 5, 0, so it'd be minus 5. And this one, since minus 0, so you don't have to write anything. Okay? And so now you have the a equal to 1, so from here you're going to get a equal to 1. Okay? So that's the v right over here. That's the v. So now you have to figure out the b squared. So from here you also can see that c is equal to 3. 6, yeah, equal to 3, right? So 8 minus 2 is 6, divided by 2 will give you 3. Or you can see it from the graph. Okay, so let's go and do the Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So 1 plus b squared equal to 3 squared is 9. So minus 1 on each side. So b squared equal to 8. So now the a is in the horizontal direction, so a squared equal to 1 goes under here, and therefore the b squared will go under the y. Okay? So you can see that this is your a. Now next thing is, if you need to graph, then you have to take the square root of that. So b equal to 2 square root of 2. So it's about 1.4, 2.8. Okay, so it's close to 3. Okay, so draw your box. So in case if you have to graph, then you have to draw the box, and then you have to do the asymptotes. And then you graph. So the vertex is on the box. Okay. So you have to sketch out to see the direction. So you know which direction is the major axis, and then you can put underneath. In this case, it's x. Okay, let's go to number 9. Okay, number 9, the four sides are -1, -4, and -1, 6, and difference of the focal radii, so that's 2a is equal to 6, so a equal to 3, a squared equal to 9. Okay, what we need to do next is let's go and sketch things out. Okay, so you got -1, -4. And then you have -1, 6. So your center is going to be at, right over here, so it's going to be at -1, 1. So this is going to be in the right direction. Therefore, so you can get your template ready first. Right? So it's hyperbola, so it's a minus. Now this is in the right direction, so y goes first. So if y goes over here, then x will go over here. Now your center is -1, 1, so you have to be careful. This is the x. Right, this is for the x. So it'd be x minus -1, so it'd be +1. And the y minus 1 goes over here. So watch for that. Now since a squared equal to 9, and this is in the right direction, so this has to go under the y. Okay. Now next thing we need to do is we have to figure out the b squares. So a equal to 3, so from here to here, so that's the, so you go up 3, go down 3, so that's kind of part of your box. So here's the v. The v is right over here. Okay, so this is f, this is f, this is v. Okay, so from here you can see that so a equal to 3 and the c equal to 5. Okay, c equal to 5. Right? You can see it from here, or you can get it from here. Okay, so if you use 6 minus -4, it will give you 10. So this is 10. Then you divide by 2, will give you the 5. Or if you sketch it out, you can see it from the graph. And from here you can see that b is going to equal to 4, right? 3, 4, 5 special triangle. But if you don't see that, then you have to do the Pythagorean Theorem. So you got 9 plus b squared equal to 25. So minus 9, so b squared equal to 16. And since this space already taken, so 16 will go under here. And that would be your answer. Okay. Now, if you have to graph, so figure out the b. So b equal to 4. So from here you go 4 this way. You go 4 this way. So that's your box. For hyperbola, you have to get your box ready. You have to do the box first. Okay, and then draw your asymptotes. and your graph is going to go like this. Okay, so this is the equation for number 9, and here's a graph for number 9. Okay, let's go to number 10. Okay, number 10, the four sides are 2, -3, and 2, 7, and difference of the focal radii is equal to 8, so 2a is equal to 8, so a equal to 4, so a squared equal to 16. Okay, so let's go and sketch it out. So you got 2, -3, then you have 2, 7, so right away the center is the midpoint between two, so it's average of the two. So if you add, it will give you 4 divided by 2 will give you 2. So the center is going to be at 2, 2. Okay, so once you figure it out, now you can see that this is going to be in the right direction. So you know that, again, so get your template ready first. Right, so get your template. Now this is the right direction. So y goes first, so x will go in the back. Okay, now you have to use the center. The center is 2, 2, so it'll be -2, -2. Okay, the next thing is the a squared is 16. So this is in the right direction, so 16 will go under the y. Okay. Now you have to figure out your b. So use your Pythagorean Theorem. So from here, okay, from -3 to 7, so you subtract to figure out the total distance, so it will be 10. So from here to here is 10. Divided by 2 will give you 5. So from here you can see that c equal to 5. Okay, so once you can see that a equal to 4, c equal to 5, so b equal to 3, right? That's your 3, 4, 5 spatial triangle. But if you don't see that, then you have to use the regular Pythagorean Theorem. Okay, so you got 16 plus b squared equal to 25 minus 16. So b squared equal to 9. So the 9 will go under here. Okay. Now if you're going to graph, then you have to get a box. So to get a box, you need to get a and a b. So b equal to 3. Okay, so over here a equal to 4. So that's the 4. So you go up 4, go down 4. Okay, now b equal to 3. So you have to go 3 this way. Right? So you kind of have to figure out your direction. Okay, then draw your asymptotes. Okay, and then the graph will go like this. So be careful, graph will be on it will go through the vertex, which is on the box. Do not go through the F. Okay? F is the focus. Okay, so here's your equation and here's your graph. Okay, let's go to number 11. Okay, your focus is at 3, -8, and at 3, -2, and the difference of focal radii, so that's 2a, is equal to 4, so a equal to 2, so a squared equal to 4. Okay, so let's go and sketch it out. Okay, so you got 3, -8, so 3, -8. And then you have 3, -2. So your center is going to be right over here. Again, to find the center, you can count the squares or you can just average the two. So when you average the two, you add, will give you negative 10, divide by 2 will give you negative 5. So it will be 3 comma negative 5. Okay, so once you get these, now you can get ready for your equation. Okay, again, get the template ready first. Alright, so get your template ready. Now this is in the y direction, so y goes first. And if y goes over here, x will go over here. Then you have to use a center. The center is 3, negative 5, so it will be x minus 3. Right, so watch your x and the y. So x minus 3, and this will be y minus negative 5, so it will be plus 5. Okay. And also from here, now the a is equal to 2. Okay, so your box is going to go, you go up 2, go down 2. Okay, and that's the v. So that a squared is 4, it's going to be in the y direction, so go under the y. And now you have to figure out the b squared. Okay, so from here, or you can see from here, the c is equal to 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So c equal to 3, or you can figure out the distance between, right? So if the distance between you just subtract. Okay, so negative 2 minus negative 8 will give you 6. Divide by 2 give you 3. Okay, so you find the distance between them and divide by 2. Now go and use the Pythagorean Theorem. So a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So 4 plus b squared equal to 9. So b squared equal to 5. So 5 will go under here. Okay. Now if you have to graph, then b is equal to 2 square equal to square root of 5. So b equal to square root of 5. So it's about 2.2. So it's pretty close to a square. Okay. So that would be your box. And then you go and draw your asymptotes. Draw your asymptotes. And the graph will go here. Go here. Okay, so number 11, this is your equation and that's your graph. Okay, let's go to number 12. Okay, number 12, you have negative 4, and then you have 4, comma, negative 4. And the 2a, the difference of radii is 6, so 2a equal to 6, so a equal to 3. So a squared equal to 9. Okay, so get your template ready. Okay, so now let's go and sketch it out. Okay, so you have negative 4, negative 4. And then you have 4, comma, negative 4. So from here, the center is going to be right over here. The center is going to be at 0, comma, negative 4. Okay, so you can see that it's going to be in the x direction. So x comes first, and therefore y comes next. And so you're going to have x minus 0, so don't write that. And you have y minus negative 4, so it'll be y plus 4. Okay, and then from here you can see a equal to 3, so that's your box. So you go 3. Okay, now let's go ahead and also from the picture you can see that the c is equal to 4. Okay, so c equal to 4. Or you can just subtract, right? So 4 minus negative 4 will give you 8, divided by 2 will give you 4. Okay, so you got a squared plus b squared equal to c squared. So you got 9 plus b squared equal to 16. So b squared equal to 7. Okay. Now this is x direction. So a equal to 9. A squared equal to 9. So this will go under here. And the b squared equal to 7. So 7 goes over here. Okay. So that's your equation. Now if you want to graph, okay, so b equal to the square root of 7. So it's about, get your calculator, about 2.6. Okay, so from here you go up 2.6, it's about right over here, go down 2.6. So get your box. Then you draw your asymptotes. And then you draw your curve. Again, graph is, it touches the box. Okay, touch the box. Okay, so here's your equation, and this is your graph.